These are probably bigger than my daughter's feet. These things are, I can't explain to you how heavy these are. What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to Black and Red Build Stuff. We finally got packs 6 and 7 of the Agora model G1 Optimus Prime. Why are 6 and 7 in this bag together? A little bit of a rant time here. As a customer, there's one thing that I can't stand for a company to do more than anything else, and that is lie to me. Now, I'm not saying you intentionally lied, Agora models, but either you lied or there's bad miscommunication between your customer service and your shipping department. On October 5th, you sent me this email right here. October 5th, stating that my box 6 shipment was going to be a little late and it would be shipping out in the next 7 to 14 days. I waited 18 days and still didn't get any notification, so I emailed you back stating that I had gotten an email saying that it was going to be shipped in the next 7 to 14 days. It had been 18 days and I still haven't received anything. That was on the 23rd. On the 24th, you sent me this email here stating that pack 6 and 7 was going to be shipped together by the end of the week. Now, this was Tuesday, the 24th. By the end of the week, and I would be getting an email accordingly. I waited through the week and never got any email. Checked on Monday, no email. That was the 30th. On October 31st, you sent me this email stating that these packages had left your warehouse and were on their way to my house. That's the wording of the email. It's right here. They had left your warehouse and were on their way to my house. And here was the tracking number. So I put the tracking number into the United States Postal Service tracking system, and it said that the label had been printed, but they hadn't received the package yet. That was on Tuesday, October 31st. On Wednesday, I put the tracking number in again and got the same result. On Thursday, I put the tracking number in again and got the same result. The label had been printed. They hadn't received the package yet. This is Fort Lauderdale, Florida. I'm in Florida. It only takes it like a day to ship something from one side of Florida to the other. I'm guessing Friday they finally received it, and then I actually got it today on Monday. But me, just like every one of my viewers and everybody else out there, are paying big money for these. A lot of money. These are not cheap models. Now, I love this model. Don't get me wrong. I love this model. But just be upfront and honest, because nothing upsets customers more than feeling like they're being lied to. Now, either it was just lies or there's miscommunication between customer service and the shipping department, which is what I'm guessing is going on here. There's customer service is saying one thing and the shipping department is doing something else. So that's my guess on what's going on here. Please fix that for your customers. Again, this is high-end models. This is not cheap stuff. And yeah, I think it would make everybody a little bit happier. With that being said, we're going to go ahead and get into pack 6 today and get that built. I believe that is the feet. And then we'll do pack 7 in another video. So let's go ahead and get up top and get this thing open. Okay, guys, here's all 3 trays for pack 6. Let's go ahead and get going. Okay, now this is marked TR628 when you're looking at the trays, but on the instructions, we're supposed to do some testing of the lights first, and it calls it TR629. So we're supposed to unplug the original board that we had plugged up, and we're going to plug this one on to our tester here. So, and that was underneath I have trouble finding it. It was underneath this piece here. So we're going to go ahead and plug that up here, and then we're going to use this for testing our lights. There we go. And we're going to need TR622, which is in this tray, this wire here. We're going to take that out. And we're going to set this tray aside. Okay, now we need both of these lights here, which are TR623. There's two of them. So let's take them both out, and we're going to use this cord to test them. I'm going to plug one end into this, making sure we got it the right direction. It goes this way. If you're not sure, just look at the pins. If you look at the pins inside, you'll be able to see that they're closer to the top here. So you want to put it in accordingly. All right, so we're going to go ahead and plug that in, just like that. And then we're going to plug it into a light and see if it comes on. Plug that in and we have light. Both of them are lit up. And I will try the other one. And once again, both lights on there are lit up. All right, we're going to set all that aside and let's get started. All right, we got two of the TR604s and two of the TR601s, PWM 2x6 screws. And we're going to be connecting those together. Yeah, it's going to go this way around where these notches are going to go over this part of the plate, and we're going to set it just over the top like that. We're going to screw that in on the inside there with those four screws. First, I'm going to put a little bloop of oil right on those. 2, 3, 4. All right, I'm going to set that on top just like that, and we're going to screw that in. There's 1, 2, 3. That's 4. Okay, and it'll look just like that. We'll go ahead and do the other one. All right, now we got 2 of them done. Go ahead and move on to the next stage. Okay, now we have all the parts to put the lights into the toe of the foot. We have the left and the right side, so let's go ahead and get going on that. We have the red and the yellow light. We're going to flip it over like this, and the red light's going to go at the top, and the yellow light's going to go here at the bottom. So we're just going to set those in there just like this. There we go. And then this piece here, TR617, is going to go over the top of them. And we're going to put this screw piece here, this little screw over the top of that. It's going to sit on just like that and over this peg right here. Okay, and then the light here is going to go over the top of that. And there's also a little peg on top that's going to go in this hole here, just like that. And then we're going to screw this down with 2. It says PM 2.3x6 screws, but they gave us PB 2.3x6 screws, which I'm guessing it doesn't need to go into metal, so it's not a PM going into plastic. These pieces are all plastic. So we're going to get 2 of those out, and we're going to screw that down with those. And one's going to go right in the middle here. Now we don't have to crank this real tight because that's going on top of a little circuit board there with the light, so we don't want to break it. And then this outside one will snug it down. As we'll get this one nice and snug here, because that's really kind of holding everything down. And then this one, we'll go ahead and get it down. It doesn't have to be super tight, but you know, don't want it moving around. Yeah, see, if you snug it down too tight, kind of spreads apart there, see? I might actually put a little drop of glue on this just to hold that down on there. All right, let's go ahead and do the other side. Same thing, red one's going to go on top, the yellow one on the bottom. Then the one marked right is going to go on this right side. over that hole. I'll put a little glue on that just to keep it secure. And I'm doing this, the model doesn't call for it. I'm just putting a little glue under this side to keep this locked down secure so it doesn't pop up. And screw the other side down. Two more of those PB 2.3x6 screws. All right, we're going to put this on. The light on just like that. Screw that light down. And then we're going to screw this on. I'm not going to put it real tight because I want that glue to dry. I'm going to set that to the side and let that dry. All right, now we're going to take the left toe and we're going to put it on the left foot here. These are both the same, so it doesn't matter. And this is going to slide down in here just like this and right on top of these two pegs. And it'll look like this from underneath. And we're going to secure that down with the two PWM 2x6 screws. I'm going to put a little bloop of oil on there. I was trying to use the side camera that I have here, but it froze. Everything froze up. I don't know why. I'll have to work on that. So I had to disconnect that camera now. Things seem to be working okay again. Okay, the PWM 2x6 screws. And I'm going to go ahead and get 4 of them out because I'm going to need 4. All right, again, we're going to put that right on top of that, just like that, and we're going to screw those down. Okay, there's one. And you want to get both of these in before you tighten them all the way down. I'm going to snug that one down now. There we go. Get this one snug down. There we are. It'll look just like that. Now we'll go ahead and get this other one in. And there we go. That one will look just like that. Okay, now we're going to make 2 of these pieces here, and these are going to go on 2 on each one of these, just like this. Going to slide it through, and then they're going to screw on underneath with 2 of the PB 2.3x6 screws. Okay, there's one. And there's 2, and that's how that one's going to look. And we'll go ahead and do the other one. All right, there's both of them. Okay, and that's the end of assembling the feet part 1. We're going to move on to part 2. Okay, as we continue, I'm going to build these parts at the same time, like I did these and like I did these. In the instructions, it shows doing 1, and then it says do, and then at the end it says do 2 of these. So I'm just going to do them both at the same time. Now these have a little thread lock on them. So we're not going to be using any oil on this because these need to be locked in good. Now make sure you get your wrench for it, and I got one here. All right, so this piece is going to go right on top of this. It's going to go this direction, so these 2 fit down into the lower part there. Just like that. There we go. And we're going to screw those down. We're going to put one lock washer on each one. And we're going to screw these into the 4 corner holes here. Now we do have a left and a right here, and they're indicated with L's and R's on the pieces that need to be indicated. As you can see, this one has an L right there. This piece. This piece, I believe, is the same on each side. All right, we're just going to get all 4 of these screwed down nice and snug. Okay, it's going to look like that. And now I'll do the other one. There's the left and right one. Okay, now we have 2 more of those PM 3x8 screws on for each one, and 2 more of the lock washers. And then we have this 15 kilogram. This is a weight. This is part TR6-21. And it's going to slide right into this. And we're going to screw that in from each side with one of these screws with the lock washer. There we go. Now we'll get one started on the other side, and then we'll screw those down. Okay, there's one. And now I'm going to do the other one. Okay, now we have the left and right one. Now we have TR609. Two more of those screws for each one. Two more of the lock washers for each one. Okay, now you need to pay close attention to the orientation of this piece as you put it on. This side, as you can see, it looks like an oval. And this side is partially closed off like a circle. That oval side is going to face this direction. We're going to put this on here just like this. We're going to screw that in on each side just like we did before with a nut and lock washer. If I can get that started. And we get one on the other side. There we go. I'm going to go ahead and snug these down on both sides. And then we'll give them a good tightening. Okay, and it should look like that. I'm going to do the same thing with the other one. Okay, now we got both of them just like that. There we go. Here we got this TR616 here. And that's going to go right inside this TR603. I'm going to put it right over these pegs that are in there. Like that. Okay. And then the front of the left foot is going to go right over the top of that. And on these 4 pegs. And then we're going to screw those in with 4 of those PM 3x8 bolts and 4 of those lock washers. Okay, and that's going to look like that. We're going to go ahead and do the other one. Okay, and now we have both of them done. Okay, now we're going to take the cable TR6-22 on this left one here, and we're going to run that through this hole right here. Going through the hole. And it's just going to run out the back. Like that. Okay, now we have TR6-10 and 4 of the PB 2.3x6 screws. And we're going to attach this. This is going to go over the top. Try to keep this pulled out. It's going to go over this. And it's going to attach to the 4 brackets underneath. And go right up against the blue part. Just like that. And we're going to screw that together with those screws. You just want to make sure you're not pinching the wire or anything under there. Make sure it can still move pretty freely, and it can. I'm going to put a screw on each corner and then put the other 2 corners in. Just makes it a little easier. Get those nice and snug. All right, one more. There we go. Let's go ahead and do the other one. means there are two trays on these. One is for all the left foot parts and one is for all the right foot parts, but they're also marked. I don't know if you can see inside there, like this plastic piece. If you can see up in there, right down there, there's an R for right, and this one has an L. So most of the pieces that are specific for that foot will be marked with an R or an L. So we got those parts done. Let's go ahead and continue on to the next section here. Here we got two more of these TR16s. This is TR6-2. They're going to go over the pegs on here, one on the front and one on the back, like that. So it'll look like this from the underneath. Okay, now this is going to sit on top of that. It's going to sit on these four pegs just like that, and we're going to screw that down with four of those PM 3x8 and four lock washers on each foot. Just make sure that cable is going all the way through the middle and all the way out this end, and it's still loose and can move back and forth. That way you know you're not pinching it. All right, there's that one. I'm gonna go ahead and do the other one. Okay, now we got both of those, front, left and right. Okay, now we got the left foot and we've got the left toe here, and we're going to make sure just by checking the L inside there. Here it is. Now we know we have the left one. We're going to flip this over and we're going to go ahead and plug this in to the light here. Make sure we have it the right direction. Put that in nice and snug like that. Okay, so once again, we got four of the PM 3x8 screws, bolts, whatever you want to call them here, four lock washers, and we're going to put the toe on and we're going to attach it. And we're going to pull this cable through as we do it. Now we're going to slide the toe onto the foot like that, and we're going to attach that in with the four bolts with the lock washers. And get one of the toe parts going in first here. Then nice and snug. And you want to go to the back corner, get that one in. And you don't want to snug everything real tight yet. You just want to get it down on there. Get all the screws in and then snug it down. So this is the bottom of the foot. It's looking cool, huh? Look how big this thing is. Put it in my hand. Jeez. All right, we'll get those nice and snug now. Okay, it's going to look like that. We'll go ahead and do the other one. Okay, there's the right one. It's all done. Okay, now we have the TR6-06 and the part we made earlier. And we're going to secure that on with two of the PWM 2x6 screws. See how that goes on. They go on just like that. Just sits right on top of there. And I'm going to screw that in through these two screws right there. Those two holes right there. Now, these are going into metal, so I'm going to put a little oil on these. I'm going to get those nice and snug, and then we're going to do the same thing to the other side. It'll look like that. All right, now we got 2 of them. Okay, now we got these larger screws here. These are the the PM 3x12. And there's going to be 4 going on each foot, and 4 of the lock washers on each foot. And that's going to go this way. I want the cable to just come out the top of it here. So that's going to go over the heel and into these 4. There we go. Get the cable out the top there. I'm going to flip it over. I'm going to screw that down through these 4 holes here. All right, that is the left foot all done up there. Let me go ahead and get the other one going. Okay, there's the right one all done. All right, guys, and that is the end of box 6. That is the halfway point right there. We have 2 feet, and these things are freaking heavy, man. And holy cow, these things are heavy. Go ahead and get to the main camera. All right, guys, we have both of the feet, the right and the left foot, done. Let's go ahead and try them out once more just to make sure that the lights are working on them. Go ahead and plug that one in. The right foot. As you can tell there, but the lights are on. Very cool. Okay, let's go ahead and do the other one. There it is, and those lights are also shining nice and bright. Probably not going to pick it up as well on the camera, but those are very bright. Very cool looking. I love it. Okay. These are probably bigger than my daughter's feet. These things are, I can't explain to you how heavy these are. I mean, these are the base of Optimus Prime. This is his feet, and they are extremely cool. Now, let me just show you one of them a little closer here. And this is almost all metal, like the inside, the outside. There are some plastic. This piece is plastic, but this is all metal. I think this is the only real plastic other than these little. I think this is actually, yeah, this is plastic. And the back, but most of this is all metal, and it's very heavy. Super cool, guys. All right, that again, like I said, that is the end of box 6. This is the halfway point. Anyways, guys, I really appreciate you stopping by and watching the video. Part 7, stage 7 will be coming out real soon. I've already got the parts, so I'll be putting that together, making a video of it real soon. Again, I appreciate you stopping by and watching. If you like these kind of models, and if you are thinking about building this, I will leave a link in the description down below. And yeah, make sure you give the video a big thumbs up and smash that subscribe button, and I'll see you next time. I'm thechewysolo, and this is Black and Red. See ya.
Woo! Now that is a whole lot of fun right there.